This is going to be a partial spoiler alert and an educational lesson in this whole thing. Now, the first thing that we'd like to touch base on is that this movie came out in 2013, Belle, about Dilo Belle, right? But in 2021, this anime movie, whose direct translation is something Red Dragon, for some reason or other, in 2000 used Belle, which would vary the search for the movie Belle if you don't really actually look for it. Even though when we look for it right now, it was the first one was the anime, the second one was the actual documentary or based on true story inspired events. Now, Belle was a so-called mulatto, which means she had a black mother and a white naval British officer as a father. Her father went and recovered her as a child, brought her to the estate where his family resided, and she was raised basically in privacy and seclusion. So much so that when they had white dinner guests over, because the man of the house was the Supreme Court Justice, so he was a very important person entertaining guests, she was not allowed to eat with the servants, nor could she eat with the dinner guests. And then along the way, her father died. Now, when her father died, she became a woman of status because she had an inheritance that provided her an annual dowry. However, due to the fact that she's black, she wasn't able to actually marry into another family where the husband was of status and what have you, without tarnishing their legacy by having tainted blood in them. You know kind of how like the British family right now, the monarchy, had this hoop about Meghan Markle coming in, the complexion of kids and the whole nine? Right, because race mixing has been preventing the genocide of white people. All the racists, like Steve O'Bannon and his crowd, you know, the dude that was on Donald Trump's cabinet, right? They know that once you have an outsider get in with a white person, that child's identity becomes what that other parent is, a non-white parent. Because that thimble rule and one drop rule are based on genetic markers. But the illiteracy era of the time, up to now, it was easier to just say one drop and thimble versus the races do not mix and do not combine. So there is no preservation of the white race via intermingling with black people, less of course the social engineering to where now everyone wants to be biracial or multiracial or whatever. However, the actual full-blooded white people do not accept them. They do not sit there and go, oh, well, you know, the white family lives on. No, but the lineage lives on because of the social engineering of Negroes ostracizing the people that look just like them and are actually their family. So if y'all could quit spreading this lie around and preserving the right race, because again, if you're agreeing with racists, for whatever reason you're believing yourself to be agreeing, you might want to recheck your data, your information, and your stance on items, because it's not a reality. Stop it, please.
REX